Daphne couldn't see a thing and started to panic. As she panicked, she forgot to stay within her strength and powers that helped her manifest and create whatever her heart longed for. She lost connection with her heart as her mind brought thoughts and ideas to her filled with fear and anxiety. She started to walk slowly while she was trying to feel where she was. Hysterically she cried and hoped to be taken away again to her place of peace and quiet. She couldn't understand what brought her here and why. Suddenly she felt fabric that was thick and heavy. She pulled on it, and she felt it move, a curtain that kept the daylight from entering the room. As she pulled it open, the daylight filled the room, and finally she could see where she was. It was a small room, with only a big wooden bed in it. The walls were painted black with shiny little stars on it. The walls caught her attention for a second, as it looked like the earthly night skies, peaceful and endless. As her eyes were scanning the new environment, she saw the shape of someone tall under the blankets, but couldn't see who it was. She could see and hear this person breathing, and was surprised that her loud cry didn't wake him or her up. Frozen, she stood there for minutes, not knowing what to do. She turned and looked out of the window and saw the village that the whirlwind had brought her to, about a mile away from where she was now. Between the village and the little castle you could only see one dirt road. No trees, flowers, bushes, or people. There was nothing. She looked back at the person and started to realize that she needed to calm down to understand things and manifest things again. As she calmed down, she connected to the person on the bed, and it felt it was a man, a lonely man, dreaming while being in Moradyga. She started to wonder why she was there and what the whirlwind was that had made her travel beyond the speed of light. The energy of the man didn't feel scary to Daphne, which made her relax more and connect deeper to her soul, to understand why she was there. As she did, he started to wake up. His back was facing her when he woke up. He pulled the blanket off his head, and dazed he turned around and saw Daphne. Her presence startled him and made him sit up straight in bed instantly. As he pulled his blonde hair from his face, he asked her in a deep voice, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Daphne's breath was captured for a few seconds, as the appearance of this man and the sound of his voice brought her back 3 years in time to the last time she was with her husband just minutes before he passed on. He looked completely different, and his voice sounded much deeper than his did. The energy of soul recognition that accompanied his presence and essence made her warm inside. It was obvious to her that he didn't feel that recognition, as he was in a state of panic and felt she was trespassing. Softly she spoke, with her heart racing. "I was brought here. I do not know why I am here. There was a whirlwind that had taken me to that village." She pointed to the village that you could see through the window and continued. "And then I was here, faster than you can imagine." The man looked at her with his dark blue eyes, and then looked down and said softly, "That cannot be true." "What cannot be true?" Daphne asked curiously, and in a louder voice. "That you are here. That I found you and brought you here, into my castle," he replied slowly, and a little louder. He took a deep breath and started to explain whom he was and what happened during his dream time. His name was Justin, and he was a 26-year-old man from London. He told her that he always travels consciously to Moradyga ever since his mother passed over and brought him there to help him with his grieving process. He said that he had asked her before he went to sleep to meet the one closest to his soul as he had felt this important change within himself when he reconnected with his heart. Daphne felt like she was floating, as he knew now why he felt so familiar, like family. In his presence, she felt so safe and at home, just like when she was alone in her little treehouse. He asked her if she recognized him, and she nodded, a little shy but happy. She explained that she recognized his essence, but didn't feel much more than that because of the overwhelming sensation that she was still experiencing in her heart ever since that whirlwind brought her to him. He came and sat on the edge of the bed and was looking straight into her eyes with the deepest love and warmth she had ever felt. He asked her if she wanted to take a seat next to him, as he felt he needed to tell her a little more, and was hoping that she could calm down while he shared more with her. Daphne sat next to him, and he started to share. The ones that have found Moradyga visit here just like many people from Earth to rest, experience, and learn the deeper meaning of life, to enjoy, help others, and receive support whenever needed, as you know. My mother shared with me that the beauty and splendor that Moradyga can give you goes beyond most human perceptions. You can see and appreciate the beautiful nature and all the things you can manifest, yet you cannot find the bridges that will lead you to the higher wonders of this magical place that lies millions of light years beyond planet Earth, unless you connect fully with your complete essence and soul. Once you have reached that point in life on Earth, grieving will be non-existent. In fact, nothing attached to a lower energy will be felt anymore. No pain, fear, frustration, anger, doubt, guilt, and so on. My mother taught me that when I reconnected with her on Moradyga. Ever since I learned about that, I have been working on reconnecting with my heart and soul. She also told me that once I was ready to let go of the sadness of losing her, I would find the people that belong to my soul. I would find the people that I have known for many lifetimes and have shared many experiences with as goal to reach full circle when the time is gone. Daphne didn't understand what he meant by when the time has come. Therefore he explained that the Earth will undergo major changes perceived by humanity during 2008 through 2012, and the time would come for humanity to stand tall within the changes and turmoil that will accompany the shift in consciousness. This will happen more than once, and preparation will be required. During all these various shifts that will have an effect within our atmosphere, it will be important to remain within the loving energy of your highest ability and frequency. The many soul connections we all have with others that have chosen to be here on Earth at this time will be easy to find, as the like-minded souls will have a feeling of coming home. It is important to reach full self-awareness and full connection with your heart and higher self. You do not have to exchange words with the ones that have achieved that and belong to your soul, as they already know what needs to be done. The ones that you have walked beside for many lifetimes and existences know you and your main mission, and do not need explanations, approval, nor justifications on any level. Daphne was thrilled and full of love for Justin, as she recognized his essence and knew that she was very close to reaching that full heart connection and clear connection with her higher self. She knew about the earth changes and the ascension the earth was going through, and understood why he said major changes perceived by mankind, as the ascension was not known by many, but perceived as such by many. She knew that the earth was being reintegrated and restructured within the galaxy and the surrounding universes, and that Earth needed to regain her balance in order to function fully within the higher frequencies that were now coming in. It was the end of 2007 now, and hearing these timelines startled her for a second, and wondered for a moment what she would experience during this period of drastic change.